All right. Okay.
Wait for Stevie to pull through. I just want to have a quick chat with you guys about the pay stuff.
Oh shit. Yeah, I think Frost is probably taking a little bit of break, and then he'll be back probably shortly or something like that.
Yeah, I'll speak to him about it too. But I want to speak to you guys about it as well.
Hell yeah. You remember that? I'm not gonna go into detail, but we handled that situation. It is in the process of being handled. With the whole fucking shit with all the fighter jets all over the place and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Let's just say we're in the process of really handling it.
How do you mean really handling?
Well, I can't say, unfortunately.
Okay,
But I will say it is getting really handled. You know what I mean?
Understood.
Like both hands type shit.
Where's Jimbo?
I texted him, but he didn't respond.
I'm trying to give him a call.
Oh, I got this.
No.
Knock, knock, knock.
Come on in.
Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Are you gonna need me soon, Brian?
If you need to do something, feel free to go ahead. I wanted to review. You know what? I would just send it. Go bring it to a sergeant, see what they say. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Oh, ideally a sergeant that's already working the case.
Yeah, okay, we'll do.
Hell yeah.
We can't look at each other in this room, huh?
No, you have to send back to back, please.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay.
It's like prison. Actually, no, it's the opposite of prison, if anything. So how things been, Night? Have you found the transfer?
I like it. I'm gonna be honest. This is the way things are right now is how PD should be. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done.
Yeah.
But a lot of it comes down to like there's a lot of people that are motivated up here to do like shit that matters, not chase pings all day. So that's been a good thing.
I think the morale and the sort of vibe of the BCSO is at a really good point at the moment.
Yep. I think so too. The biggest challenge though is going to be maintaining that pace because like one of the biggest challenges is removing the top lane solo like Q Andy shit, but that's always been a problem.
I mean, I was with Frost when there was quite a big chase going on, and I think there were he brought it. I was right along with him. There was something like 22 units on the involved in the scene, and it was just a bit like, bro, we were looking down the highway, and it looked shit, bro. Like it just wasn't very plausible, and I think so many people just attach on shit because their fucking dicks get hard because they see a ping. I'm not a cop, but that's the perception I get from a lot of cops about things.
Yeah, well, I mean,
is the door shut right now, or am I just tripping out?
No, I see it open as well.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, the doors in this building aren't very good, are they?
This entire building isn't great.
Yeah, it's kind of crap.
All
Let
right.
him in, Denzel's here.
Oh.
Thanks, guys.
You miss Nino?
Is Jimbo with us?
Soon, there's so much to do, man.
You can tell I found him in the dispatch staring at a wall.
Should we start without Jimbo?
Sure, he'll make you repeat everything you said, so yes.
Okay. So I just want to quickly touch on the. Oh my god. You're good.
Hello, this is Stevie. I'm great. How are you? Yes, however, I am in a meeting, so am I okay to give you a call back in a little bit? And by a little bit, it could be anywhere between 30 minutes to 1 hour. Okay, I'll give you a call. Thank you. Bye. Sorry,
firstly, I just want to touch on the pay stuff. I literally went over to the sliders just now and upped it to 1,500 an hour. Are you guys going to be able to get that across to all the shifts in
Yep.
some way, shape, or form?
Yeah.
I will do the announcement right now.
Awesome. I just want to touch on the whole thing of people's pay. Me and Denzel and the rest of our cabinet, we aren't mind readers. We never know if you guys are happy with the pay, whether you guys want more or what you're currently feeling. If you don't come forward to us and say
We want
This is what-
3,500, and the reason for that is right now Blaine County Sheriff's Office is on a trajectory to be where it needs to be. Now that's going to be months from now, if I'm going to be honest, because right now we're dealing with a lot of fucking dog shit, and it's going to take a while to get that all hosed down. However, our biggest detriment, whether individually some people like it or not, is the fact of the matter is, if our pay ain't matched with LSPD, that will become a pain point for some. Now, that's not to say people should be doing the job like based on the pay, but that is that's a big hurdle, right?
It is, but
so
Los Santos County has a lot more resources than Blaine County, right? And it's no secret, it's a bigger bank account.
Trust me, and I understand that, but you said, do we want more? And the answer is going to be absolutely yes, right?
But
I think it goes back to what I spoke to you about, Junior. If there is if there is incentive for incremental increases that do not punish the budget, then we would appreciate that, and that is probably how we would like that, to see that you are constantly looking at it, rethinking it, and if there is space for it to improve, that you take those opportunities.
Yep.
And we are, and obviously we're doing a lot better than fucking 3 weeks ago now, when we were like 700 grand in the negative, and I came in on day one and said, you guys have to be 250 for a while. Like it's a slow and steady increase we're trying to build up, and we want to make sure the county's actually earning, still in the green and making a profit every week. But at the same time, we want to make sure you guys are looked after as well. So I think the best way moving forward is like you said, Stevie, we'll make the slow and steady pay increases over time if we see it financially feasible. But we're not gonna know when people aren't happy with things if they don't come forward with it. Like, for example,
I don't think
Matthew
anyone's
Espinosa-
not happy. I will tell you that.
Yeah, nobody is going to sit there and say they're doing this for the pay. But I will. Don't worry, guys. I'm doing it for the pay. But at the same time, they're not going to disagree with you and say they need more pay, but they're never not going to take more pay.
Yeah.
I think that what you're saying is, like, if you think something's shit and we can fix it, come and tell us it's shit. It's just like there was officers that didn't realize that they'd gone up from 250, to be honest. So understandably, they still thought it was shit. We've just been dealing with, I'll say it, Matthew Espinosa has been foiling the Blaine County bank account and then calling Junior, telling him that the BCSO are unhappy and they're all complaining about their pay.
Excuse me?
And
Matthew
he wants it.
Espinosa is not one of our members, and so unless it comes from our command,
But still, so on work time, he's been foiling. I mean, I don't know what the rules are surrounding it.
When did this happen?
Junior's probably got more info.
Probably 2 days ago now. And
so
his whole thing was, he literally said to me, Woodford, I used to be BCSO. I've got a lot of friends in BCSO. I want to make sure they're well looked after. And I told him, if you want to be BCSO that bad, I'm sure Frost can hold an interview for you soon.
No, he can suck my dick. He ain't running this department.
But respectfully, it's not his place whatsoever to be dictating what your guys' pay is.
It's are you? So I want to be very clear here, because telephone is very dangerous, right? And I understand this is San Andreas and people live in drama, and their brain sometimes can only translate phone calls and conversations in drama. I'm going to ask very pointed questions here to ensure that, at least from your perspective, you have painted the most accurate representation of what occurred. So, number one, so he FOIA'd the Blaine County account, which, mind you, is legal and anyone can do it. There's no problem with that. But two, you're telling me you received a direct phone call from a officer in a different department complaining about pay?
He said there's currently 50 million in the account. When are you going to up the BCSO's pay?
Was it rude? Was it chuckly? What was the demeanor of that call?
It was very forced and it was very unwelcoming. And I thought it was very inappropriate.
Okay. All right. I think like Stevie and myself can have a chat with LSPD High Command, and you know, they could you know, we'll I'm glad you brought it up to our attention.
Okay, yeah. But like if we're hearing from him that and then you guys are saying nothing, like we just need that open line of communication about the pay, right?
I thought, I'm gonna be honest, quite frankly, we had an open one, you and I, and we were on the same page that if we could sustain it, we would like the increase. And that's kind of where we've all been on that page, is if you can sustain it. Like I'm gonna be quite frank, if someone's looking at, that's great, they're looking at the account, but if the communication was that if we can sustain it, we would like it. And I think
that's what we
on that
thought.
page.
We were under the impression that kind of we had that open line of communication. You know, if you guys were unhappy, we'd know about it, you know, and yeah, that's kind of what we thought.
Do not hesitate that if you receive calls like that, especially ones that may be, let's just say, unprofessional, you let them know, you feel free to let them know that, you know, calm down, little pup, go talk to your boss. You know what I mean? Because that undermines like myself, Stevie, Jimbo, and Frost, who are trying to do our best to make sure the messaging is gone across, because not everyone understands the background, right? And if that messaging isn't happening, that just causes internal turmoil, and we're not trying to start that. You know what I mean? We want cooperation. So it's okay.
But yeah, I'm glad we sort of nipped that in the bud, and we've passed that thing with Espinosa over to you guys, and I'm sure you'll get it handled.
I do want to, in the realm of pay, I very much do strongly believe, and this is kind of like something you'll probably hear me continue to bring up, is as things settle, because we've been dealing with a lot of big investigation shit, I would like the mayor's office to pay 50%, as Frost previously mentioned, while we match 50% on rewarding bonuses for those that are doing beyond like investigative work, big warrant apprehensions, things that matter, things that reward those that aren't just collecting a paycheck, just chasing shit all day. You know what I mean? And it's less about putting more money in their pockets. It's more everyone all the way up to the mayor saying, this is what we want to see. Right?
It's that culture setting, right? And
exactly.
Rewarding people for doing the best work. And I do agree with you on that. Like, there's no point giving someone a check for, you know, ping chasing and driving really fast in their car. I'd much rather give someone a check
that does have its place.
Police work.
It does have its place, but some of these guys, I'm telling you right now, yesterday was a sight to be seen. Like, obviously, I can't go into the detail, but the culture is changing. People are working together, and the things that, once again, I can't go into specifics, but what was happening here in conjunction with the LSPD has not been happening for a long time, and you're going to see some magic being produced, and continuing to uplift that mentality is the difference between you know, shit and not shit and fucking and fucking all-star team. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. And that's what I want to see. Yeah, I'm glad we've sorted this. If Frost wants to chat to me about it, tell him to give me a call. But I'm sure you can pass on the sort of general gist of this conversation to him.
Sorry, guys, I was thinking about something for a second.
Yeah, Jimbo, we came to the conclusion you've lost your job, mate.
Hey, sometimes it happens like that, man.
Yeah, kind of sucks, right?
You know what? No.
No what?
No, you're not taking my job.
See, standing on business. No, I'm sure these two guys can fill you in about what we chatted about. Denzel, do you have anything further to add?
No, I just just from everybody that I've spoken to, they seem to be really happy in the department. So good job to everybody that's I don't really know much about what you guys do, or apart from being the deputy mayor, but yeah, there's been a massive shift since I first walked in them doors, 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Keep that shit up.
And I second that. Like the culture change we've just seen in the short space of time has been ridiculous. It's been such a big swooping difference that I think you guys and Foster brought to the table, and it's really good to see.
All right.
Thank
Hell
you.
yeah.
We appreciate it, and we appreciate your support in this as well.
Can we change how we have meetings in this room? By the way, it's fucking horrid just looking at
You
this
know-
wall the whole time.
You know
You
what
can
they
turn
said,
around
right?
if you want. You can turn around.
In a real famous TV show back in the day or movie, you know what they said? You know what the song was?
What?
We're all in this
Let's go.
together.
Okay, have a good rest of the day, guys.
All right. Hell yeah.